I spent many years trying to fix my body. More exercises, more corrections, and more control. And yet, the pain is still here. And the tension, the patterns, they just keep coming back. It's just a temporary release. It wasn't until I stopped trying to fix my body. And that's when the healing actually started. Because I realized that our body wasn't just physical machines. They respond to our nervous system, our beliefs, and yes, even the stories that we tell ourselves about them. So our thoughts, the stories we repeat, we can literally shape how our body moves, holds tension, and experience pain. Hi everyone, my name is Pui, your favorite kinesiologist, and today I just want to share a little bit about my biggest shift about how I changed my own healing journey and why trying to fix your body might actually keep you stuck. We are taught from a young age that if something hurts, then we need to fix it. Fix the posture, fix the tension, fix the alignment, and even fix the pain. And so, therefore, what we do is stretch more, and we strengthen more, and push harder at the gym. But deep down, something never fully changes. You start to feel that your body is resisting you, and maybe it's just broken. But no one wants to talk about is that the body is listening to your nervous system. It listens to your thoughts, your fears, and the story that you're telling yourself. And those stories can actually manifest in your body, shaping tension, guarding, and the patterns of pain. But here's the truth. Healing isn't just physical. Your body doesn't create these patterns just randomly. It adapts to stress, to emotions, to the environment, and your nervous system's sense of safety. So what looks like dysfunction is actually protection. Your body isn't broken, it's actually really intelligent. It's responding to the story that it's been living in. And here's the magic. When the story shifts, your body starts to shift too. That manifestation at work, not in some magical external way, but in the way that your nervous system and body organize around your beliefs about safety, threats, and possibilities. So I'm gonna be a little bit honest about my own experience. I used to live in this loop. Pain will flare up, grinding of the teeth would become more severe, and I would try to fix my body from temporary relief. And then the pattern would come back even stronger. I just thought I needed more exercising, more control, and more correction. But the more I push, the more worse and the more my nervous system felt unsafe. That knot that you may have, the more tension, the more massage that you may get, it can actually stress the body much more. My body felt really unsafe that it started creating inflammation, which meant my body was actually protecting me from what I was actually believing it was danger. And no amount of stretching or strengthening could have changed that story. Then it hit me. The loop wasn't about the physical body. It was about the nervous system and the story I had been telling myself, stress, fear, anger, and all these beliefs were manifesting in my body as tension, pain, insomnia. And once my conscious mind understood that, everything started shifting. So the healing stopped being forced, started being about safety. And when my nervous system felt safe, my muscle tension became softer, relaxed, my sleep was much better. So the point is that muscles don't act on their own. They follow the signal of what the nervous system perceives. So if your nervous system perceives threat, whether from stress, emotional tension, or the story that you keep repeating, it creates guarding, tension, and a protective movement patterns. So you can stretch a muscle all day long and strengthen all day long, all week, but your nervous system still believes that the body isn't safe and the pattern comes back. Protection will always override the correction. This is when manifestation becomes so tangible. The story you tell your body The belief you repeat shapes the reality of how your body holds tension and experiences pain. So I used to think that healing meant doing more yoga, more exercises, more routines, more control. But in reality, I was super disconnected to my body. And when I was disconnected, I didn't know what my body needed. From the moment I shifted my focus, which was from fixing to listening, and from forcing to regulating, from correcting to understanding, my body began to change. And it wasn't overnight, not perfectly, but it was naturally. And when this happened, the tension slowly disappeared. My movement became much easier, my yoga poses became much better, and my nervous system learned that it didn't need to protect me anymore. It didn't need to protect me so fiercely. And that's when I realized what you believe about your body, the story that you repeat in your mind, can literally manifest in your nervous system, shaping the tension and holding and even the pain. So healing starts very small and it's intentional moments. It means slowing down, being still, noticing the tension and not judging it, allowing the movement without constantly correcting or feeling what your body actually needs. Another thing is that looking at each of this moment creates the safety. And when your nervous system feels safe, your body begins to let go of the tension in the muscles. Most of these patterns will start to release and the pain starts to become more softer. So breaking the loop framework is actually looking at the actual problem itself. First of all, look at whether it's pain or whether it's something that you are trying to get and how do you feel about it. For example, let's talk about grinding of the teeth. Grinding of the teeth is usually to do with stress. So why do you feel you're grinding your teeth? What does a person look like who grinds their teeth? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Then you go underneath, feeling how you feel, how that person looks like who grinds the teeth. And once you've done that, you feel being that person who grinds their teeth. And this is where your subconscious starts to break the loop. It starts to go more deeper to the root cause of why you are grinding your teeth. Once you understand that, your conscious mind becomes more aware, and when that becomes more aware, your body starts to soften as the nervous system understands why you have been protecting yourself. Once you've gone through breaking the loop, manifestation becomes real because the body reorganizes itself around a story of trust rather than fear. So here's the truth that I want you to hold. Your body doesn't need fixing. It needs understanding. Healing isn't about perfectionism. It's about safety, regulation, and trust. When your nervous system feels safe again, your body no longer needs to hold up protection patterns. And that is when it's real. This is reality. So this is where the real lasting change begins. So guys, if you resonate with this, comment Luke below. And if you're ready to go a little bit more deeper, I do online one-to-one. You can find the link in the link below in the description. Remember, you don't need another correction method. You need to shift the story that your body is living inside. And that's how the healing begins. All right, guys, I will catch you later. Much love. Bye.